I remember the day I decided to take the plunge into the world of finance. It was a crisp morning, the kind that makes you feel like anything is possible. I had just finished my degree, and the allure of Wall Street was calling me like a siren song. But as I dove deeper into the waters of this industry, I quickly realized that the path wasn't as straightforward as I had imagined. Enter the blue sky exam, a term that sounded so innocuous, yet carried with it the weight of state regulations and the responsibility of protecting investors. Each state has its own set of rules, its own blue sky laws, and I was about to embark on a journey that would require me to navigate a labyrinth of regulations. The idea of state-specific requirements was daunting. I mean, who knew that selling financial products could be so intricately tied to the whims of state legislation? I had to learn that what worked in one state might not work in another. It felt like a game of chess, where each move had to be calculated and each strategy tailored to the specific rules of the board. I started with the Series 63 exam, the Uniform Securities Agent State Law exam. It was a rite of passage, a test that would determine if I was fit to sell securities in any state. The exam was a blend of state laws, ethics, and fiduciary responsibilities. I remember sitting in that sterile exam room, the fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, my heart racing as I flipped through the pages of the study guide. The weight of responsibility pressed down on me. I wasn't just studying for a test. I was preparing to step into a role that could impact people's financial futures. Then there was the Series 65 exam, which was a whole different beast. This one was for those who wanted to act as investment advisors. It covered a range of topics, from laws and regulations to investment products and strategies. I found myself buried in textbooks, trying to absorb the nuances of different investment vehicles, the intricacies of asset allocation, and the ethical obligations that came with advising clients. It was overwhelming, yet exhilarating. I was learning how to navigate the financial landscape, how to guide others through the complexities of investing. But the real kicker was the Series 66 exam, which combined the Series 63 and Series 65. It was like a final boss in a video game, a culmination of everything I had learned. I remember the late nights spent poring over notes, the endless cups of coffee fueling my determination. I had to master not just the content, but also the ability to apply it in real-world scenarios. The stakes felt high, and I was acutely aware that my future and the futures of my future clients depended on my performance. Once I passed the exams, the next step was registration with state regulators. It felt like jumping through hoops, each state requiring its own application, fees, and background checks. I remember the feeling of dread as I submitted my application, wondering if there was something in my past that could come back to haunt me. The waiting was agonizing, but the moment I received my license, it was as if a weight had been lifted. I was officially a licensed securities agent, ready to embark on my career. But the journey didn't end there. Continuing education became a necessary part of my life. I had to stay updated on changes in laws, regulations, and industry practices. It was a constant reminder that the financial world was ever evolving, and I had to evolve with it. I found myself attending seminars, webinars, and workshops, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. It was tedious at times, but I understood the importance of being informed. I wanted to be the best advisor I could be, to provide my clients with the most accurate and relevant information. Yet, with great power comes great responsibility. Compliance and ethical standards loomed over me like a shadow. I had to adhere to high ethical standards, and any violations could result in fines, suspension, or even the revocation of my license. The pressure was palpable. I often found myself reflecting on the trust my clients placed in me. They were entrusting me with their hard-earned money, their dreams, their futures. I couldn't afford to let them down. As I navigated this complex world, I realized that the Blue Sky exam was more than just a series of tests and regulations. It was a commitment to uphold the integrity of the financial industry. It was about protecting investors from fraud, ensuring that those who sold financial products were knowledgeable and qualified. I understood that every exam I passed, Every regulation I adhered to was a step toward building a safer financial environment for everyone. Looking back, I see how far I've come. The Blue Sky exam was just the beginning of a journey filled with challenges and triumphs. It taught me resilience, the importance of ethics, and the value of continuous learning. I've met incredible mentors along the way, individuals who guided me through the murky waters of finance, who instilled in me the importance of doing right by my clients. Now, as I sit here reflecting on my journey, I'm filled with gratitude. The Blue Sky exam was not just a hurdle to overcome. It was a foundation upon which I built my career. It shaped me into the professional I am today, one who is committed to navigating the complexities of finance with integrity and dedication. I've learned that in this world, knowledge is power, but ethical practice is paramount. And as I continue to grow in this industry, I carry with me the lessons learned from those early days, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead.